on the banks of the Mississippi River, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, a storied venue, and soon the fog will rise off the Big Muddy, and will it also bring a victory for the beloved Bayou Bengals, Tiger Stadium, home of LSU. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense will take the field for the first possession of this game. When these two teams square off against each other, they know the legacies they carry, and that'll be evident in this one, guys.
Alabama-LSU is one of my favorite games each and every year because this is one of the fastest games you'll see all season. There is so much NFL first-round talent on the field every time these two teams play.
Year after year, we could go back and name so many names, but you're right. The draft is going to call them. The stakes are always high. The conference always on the line. These two teams, you know, are always squarely in the mix.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Comes out throwing on first down. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And he makes the catch inside the 15. And how about taking a big chunk out of this defense on the opening drive?
And with the speed they have on the perimeter, Reese, no doubt, they want to come out here and test this secondary, test these DBs, and they know they've got the QB with the arm talent to get the ball there. That's a great start for this offense.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Feeling some heat. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He thought he might turn that into a score, but the defense able to wrestle him down short. They'll stop him at the 3. And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. They're bringing heat. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. The Tigers offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also...
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Oh, look what I found. The offense keeps it. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
How about that tough, hard-nosed running? Rich legacy of that at LSU. Reminds me of Charles Alexander.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I was a part of that legacy, Reese, on the other side when Justin Vincent rushed for over 200 yards in the SEC championship game, and that's what you see LSU. That's what I've always thought of watching them growing up. And you watch the way they run their offense, usually it starts with the physicality.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground. You can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
Quickly complete.
Well, it's a good decision by the quarterback, and I know you didn't get the first down, but the good news is you got a chunk of yards back, now setting up 4th and short and giving yourself an opportunity to go for it here and keep this drive going.
He'll bring it back. It's Freeman. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stands.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
He's back to throw on second down. Makes his connection. Tackled immediately after the catch.
You know, oftentimes these slot receivers, they're not the biggest guys in the world, but they're really good at finding the open spaces in the middle of the field. And you saw that guy attack the defense in the perfect spot, making life easy for his QB.
They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw. And the ball is intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. The offense set for a 1st down play. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Trying to burn this defensive back. What a snag by the defense. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way. They'll start this drive with a pass. It's complete on the right side. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the 1st quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They'll go to the counter. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. And the misconnection on the 1st attempt. See if he gets a little looser.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Finds his man, and they convert. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the 1st down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the 1st down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Dances away. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown time. And it feels good to land that 1st big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, 1st play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get rounded up.
These two teams always seem to fight tooth and nail, and LSU pulled out a close one last season.
Yeah, the Tigers found a way down the stretch to make plays against the mighty Crimson Tide, get that winning streak going, build some momentum for this year.
And that was huge to their confidence, too, in terms of closing out the season. So if they could put it back-to-back in this one, just think what that would do for this program moving forward.
And he makes the catch at the 25. Touchdown, Tigers! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes that Alabama offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
I think a lot of quarterbacks like those defenses that will be passive and let it slowly develop. Nah, this defense, you could tell, they were aggressive and attacking, and it really paid off.
They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You could see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
This time it's complete. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling at us, but they are an intimidating crowd.
Works the middle. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. Whoa, boy, his freshman quarterback has a hose. Did he sing that thing in there? Going up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. The Tigers will hustle to the line. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Tight end finds a soft spot. Touchdown, Tigers! What a catch and run for 6. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Quick pass on the fly motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
And he intercepts it. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. Here comes the offense on first down. Looking to move it through the air. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. Negative play on first down. That's what a defense always wants. Looking to throw on second down. Quickly complete. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Here they come, facing third and long from the 40. Power football with the run. They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with fourth down coming. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Just over 20 seconds to play here in the half. How aggressive can they afford to be here? They'll throw it on first down. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He wants to pass it on second down. He's going to take off. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys. And I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion. And no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today.
Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. So what do they have for third and short from their own 23? Trying to pick it up on the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Wants to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, they'll take to the air. Oh, it goes right through his hands. They had everything set up on the screen except the catch. It'll be third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert. And the pass hits, picked off. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38. Line gets set, first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, he'll let it fly. And the ball is picked off. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. They'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
He'll toss it. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man. Lining up to convert third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it. Right? If you're going to be a great player, you've got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. They'll throw it on 1st down. And the quarterback is snowed under.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. LSU right back to the line. And LSU starting to get that passing attack cranked up.
And this is a unit that typically LSU is as good as they are at quarterback. We know they're going to be physical. We know they got athletes all over the field. But when they get really good quarterback play, those teams are really special.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. From the gun, to give, looking for room. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. LSU will get a 1st down.
Well, there we go. We finally see some life in this offense running the football. Nice game to pick up the 1st down. Got to get more of that going moving forward because they have not run it well.
Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. He got a hand on it and deflected it, but probably just got a bruise off that missile and gave up the completion.
Yeah, not used to handling the revolutions on that football. QB zipped it in there. Nice job getting the deflection, getting your hand on the football.
Looking for the end zone. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Wrestled down at the 32 after a pickup of 5.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the 1st down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that 1st down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
From the gun, the running back has it. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. 2nd down coming up. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Gets it out quickly. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some 1st downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Getting some heat. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. And guys, if they can make their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th, and the stage will be set for a great finish. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. They've been denied on 2 of their 3 previous red zone trips, looking to pay this one off with a touchdown. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jump.
And he's going to score. Touchdown, BAMA! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full account.
He's got it downfield for a huge gain. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and, man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Quarterback on the keeper. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here.
I don't think the quarterback made the right read on that play. I know they're asking a lot of this QB. He's got a lot to focus on with the pass game and all the different types of runs that they have in their playbook, but on that play there, that pre-snap look told me to hand it off.
They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. LSU quick to the line.
Awesome job there on 3rd down by the QB, working through his progressions. He wanted to go downfield, but the defense took everything away. So his eyes come down. He finds the drag route underneath, makes a good throw, and his guy does the rest to pick up the first.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Avant. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. The give to the back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Oh, they blocked the kick. Here comes that Alabama offense. To the air on 1st down. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. 1st down, Zach pushes it back. Now it's 2nd down. Makes the grab. It's Freeman. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Now adjusting. He'll pull it down and run. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. He's going to pass. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. All knotted up. Is free football in the forecast, or can this offense win it here? He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Kick the field goal from here. It's a 51-yarder. Get a few on 3rd down, and life is much better. Pressure coming. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Give to the single back. Nice move to keep moving. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves in the position to win.
The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Field goal is good. They have taken the lead in the final seconds, guys, and the celebration has erupted on the sideline. Took the lead with that late clutch field goal, and now to see if they can get a stop and keep them from tying the game in the closing seconds. No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at 0, and that's how this